What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, and I know you guys are just like me. We love these AFK idle hero collectors. We grew up playing Pokemon, Digimon, Magic the Gathering, all these other different collection games, and nowadays we're playing a lot of them online, like our idle heroes and stuff like that we highlight here on the channel. And today we're going to be playing another game that is absolutely amazing. This one has even a cool YouTube series. There's lore behind it, there's a ton of heroes to collect, and so much gameplay, you will never run out of something to do. So let's jump right into it. Some of the best things about this game right here are, just the quality of this game. One thing I've noticed every single time I picked it up and played it, which I keep coming back to it over and over again, is the AAA quality of like the character creation, the content you're playing, all these fun things. There's so many different factions and each faction feels so unique. And I'll tell you what, out of like all the games I've played, the art in this game is by far the best. Probably some of my favorite character designs ever, and it makes me want to really chase some of these characters and try to get them as much as possible. Some of these factions are just absolutely insane with how the characters look. It's absolutely amazing. I know I say that a lot, but like some of these characters look absolutely sick. So not only that, if you guys are going to be using our links, number one, there's going to be a QR code at the top of the screen right here. There's going to be download links down in the description. Play along with us while we do this. Let me know how far you get in the comments down below. There's going to be a couple things to talk about as well, because number one, just for downloading this game right here, you're going to be able to get Grizzled Jarl 100% for free, along with gems, silver, energy refills, summon shards. We all like the gotcha summoning, don't we? There's a lot of things that are going to go into this, which is absolutely amazing. Beyond that, if you do get your account up to level 15, they're going to be giving you another free character as well, Zargala, which is actually a pretty solid hero as well. So those two heroes, absolutely amazing. Beyond that, nice little change up here. If you are a returning player, maybe you took a break from raid, you haven't been on in a while, and like me, I took like a couple months off, I'm coming back, I'm actually going to have access to a pack that you guys are as well. This one here, Tagore. I'm horrible with all the names in this game, guys, so apologize for that. You're used to that with our Idle Heroes content too. But you're going to be getting another free character, some silver, all these fun stuff. You just need to make sure you jump on your mobile device to do this. I don't know if it necessarily works on Plarium. I know it works on mobile, so just download it on your phone, use all these links, come back to the game, re-log in. You get all this stuff completely for free. Now, for those of you guys who are also new players, there's one more code you guys need to make sure you do as you start this up, because this is going to give you a huge boost to the power on your account. Go to promo code, so you just saw right there, Monkey King is the code. That's going to get you a copy of the legendary Sun Wukong. We all know Sun Wukong. He's absolutely awesome. This is going to be good, only valid for the first 72 hours you're playing your account. So make sure if you click it right here, get this done. Before we even jump into any content, make sure you guys use this promo code, claim it for new players. Absolutely amazing. Now this right here is the man Sun Wukong. He has a really cool kit, and yes, he is a legendary hero. He's part of the Skinwalkers faction, which is kind of a cool name for what they are when you kind of really think about it. So his abilities are as stated. Gotcha. This is a really cool skill. Attacks an enemy, has a 25% chance to then stun that enemy, with a 50% chance if the target has any buffs. And this hero is all about single target damage, AoE damage, and crowd control. He has another ability called Staff of Wonder. Attacks a single enemy, ignores their defense. If that attack then kills the enemy, it will then spread that damage that's excess over to other targets. If for some reason the target survives the attack, guess what? He has more crowd control with a sheep effect. And then he also has Now You See Us ability. Attacks all enemies, but before attacking, he steals every single buff that the enemies have. Now that is a really awesome skill. Beyond that, he has a ability to revive with a turn meter of 3 turns after he is killed, and his skill set is just so amazing. So if you guys are starting right now, you gotta use this code. You gotta get a copy of Sun Wukong. He's gonna carry you pretty hard. Now, what would a gacha game that we love doing? We love these hero collectors. We love these gacha games. What would it be without some summoning? And we technically don't have a ton right now. This is going to be something that we have done a ton of in the past. We've done a ton of sacred shards, primal shards, even void shards. There's so many different ways to summon and different characters you can even put on wish lists here, which is just really cool. You get basically a boosted chance summoning them up to 15, 20, or 25 times, which is really cool. And then you get to summon for them, and if you hit them, that's just awesome, getting a better summon rate. Now again, the one thing I love is the animation here is really cool, and beyond that, getting the heroes you need to level up is so amazing. Sometimes you get a little unlucky, but you guys know how good it feels to hit that sweet legendary when you're just not even thinking you have a chance, or you hit like that double, triple, or quadruple. Summoning in this game feels so good, and if you guys want to check out more, I'm gonna link you guys to some of our past videos where we opened a ton of summons. Now you're probably getting me tired of telling you guys about the things that I love about this game. You're like, Barry, just show me what this combat looks like, because that is what I truly love. And that's the thing, there are so many different modes of combat. It's absolutely insane. You can see here in our hometown, there's so many different places you can go to empower your heroes, to get extra bonuses. You can go to your champions and power them up. You can see I have this really awesome Archbishop Pinthroy that I got really early on, really awesome. I also got this Jag Bonesaw, which literally looks straight out of some really cool fantasy story mode, and that's what I really love, is the amount of things that they have really great here. The other thing is, for however long you are logged on during the day, you get bonuses, including things called Plarium points. These are like free VIP. Just for playing the game, you're going to get bonus loot just for doing this. You don't even have to spend a dime. You don't have to buy any of the packs, nothing. You're going to be able to get bonus loot just by participating and playing every single day. Now, there are a couple cool places to go and battle, and as you guys can see, there are a lot of them. Me personally, there's a couple brand new game modes that came out between Siege, Doom Tower, and Curse City. These things are amazing. Some of them are a little bit more for later game modes where you're not gonna be able to jump into right away, but they have so much depth that by the time you get there, you're so ready to jump into it. One thing I personally love doing, I love fighting bosses. Boss fighting is what I live for in Hero Collectors. I know 5v5 is cool, PvP is cool, but fighting bosses just feels so good. And there's specific ones that you can even coordinate with clans to actually take down, which is really awesome, because having that kind of co-op where you're kind of have this camaraderie, you're grouping up and coordinating with a group of people, and then you get to kill some cool bosses. Really awesome. If you don't care for something like that, there's even dungeons you can jump in where you can go through and fight bosses as well. You guys can see we've already grinded through a lot of these bosses here, and we're going to go through and jump into one of the combats with these bosses right now. Now, the cool thing with Raid is that you go through essentially 3 waves of enemies. So the first wave is sometimes a little weaker, the second wave gets a little bit stronger, and then like the final wave is like really strong. In this case, it's the boss wave. So we're going to continue to do all of our AoE damage attacks. You can see here, we're actually at a pretty disadvantage here. You can see we're all like in the 30s and 40s. We're going up a level 60s. But if you have the right team composition, you can definitely take on enemies that are of higher power. Now, I don't know if necessarily we're going to win against the boss, but I figure this would be a really cool time to show you guys what the combat looks like and go up against something that might be a little bit of a challenge even for our own account. So you can see here, the one cool thing the game shows too is it shows arrows above certain enemies' heads based on the color you see. That's kind of like your faction advantage. Right here we have a negative advantage, so our attack is going to be weak here. You can see same with our Archbishop, it was going to be weak, so instead I choose to guard my team and protect them. Now, if you guys don't like doing this on manual, there is a full auto mode as well. I personally like controlling how my battle goes, but again, that's up to you. You see right here we have a green advantage here, so we get a very big hit in, and then we need to try to pick apart this enemy team one at a time and get to this boss. Overall though, like I said, the main squad of our team is very strong and healthy, so we should be able to make it to the boss no problem without really losing anybody else. Big hit there, my goodness, she is putting in work. And you see the yellow gauge right here is also the turn meter. So as you get closer to it being your hero's turn that you're looking for, the gauge is going to fill up. Once the enemy gauge fills up, of course, it is their turn. So you see, we worked our way through all these waves, took it a little bit slow, and then we get to the really awesome boss. And these bosses have very unique mechanics. Some of them you have to beat within a certain number of turns. Other ones have these big retaliatory strikes against you, but I really love the combat here with bosses. So you can see right here, this one, I forget exactly which one it is. Is it this one here? Fully depletes the target's turn meter, unlock secret scorch. Attacks all enemies, place a stun on them. This skill will be unlocked and hidden again if the target takes enough damage. So you see how he got the purple bar right there? We need to break through this bar before it's his turn. That doesn't seem like it's gonna happen, so I'm gonna try to protect my team as much as possible, because it doesn't look like we're gonna break through, which means he gets to unleash his devastating attack. And you see right there, he stunned all of us, which is why crowd control in this game can be extremely powerful. So let's see if we can continue to chip away. Again, I don't necessarily know if our squad here is strong enough. We do have a healer on our team though, so it might be enough to kind of keep us going here. And let's see, he's about to use that ability once again after his next turn. So we need to try to save all of our big bursty attacks for that next round, so that we can hopefully burst through it, and then he doesn't get to do his big attack and stun us. So we can go ahead and use this ability right here. All right, here we go. So now this is where we want to start launching all of our biggest attacks possible to try to break through the shield. Don't know if it's going to happen. It looks like we're probably still going to get hit with it. Yep, still not enough. So you can see, eventually our team is going to get whittled down, probably before the boss beats us. But you see why the combat can be really fun, and depending on how you build your team, you can be much more underpowered than the enemy team, and still come away with a victory somehow. Not going to happen in this situation, because I'm about to get my butt kicked right here. But it's really fun combat, and I absolutely love it. I could literally go on for an hour about how many cool things there are. There's free ways to get these diamonds every single day by building your own gem mine, leveling it up, getting some stuff going. There's some free stuff to purchase in the market every day. And what I really love too is the gearing in this game. There's all these different set bonuses that you can mix and match. Give heroes lifesteal if they don't have any self-sustain. Give them super tank ability. Make them extremely fast to make sure they go before the enemy. Make their crit chance way higher to make sure they destroy the enemy, and I could just go on and on. So please guys, make sure use that QR code up at the top there in the description. We're gonna have both a link and I believe a separate bonus that has the Sun Wukong there. So if you just want to copy and paste that promo code, make sure you use that promo code in the first 72 hours. And remember, you can only use one promo code every 24 hours. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Make sure you guys take 1 second, download Raid, check it out. Even if you're a returning player, jump on your phone, jump on your mobile device, download the game again, and get those free characters. I'll see you guys next time.